Hi everyone, welcome to this TOEIC lesson. I'm doing it from a different location, so I hope you like the scenery. Today we're going to look at two difficult TOEIC questions, and I'm going to give you the skills and knowledge, like always, to get the correct answer. So let's get started. Here's the first question. Let's go over one key word in this TOEIC statement. It says the clause in the contract. Well, what the heck does clause mean? A clause is a part of a legal document, like a contract, that says a specific thing must or must not be done. So it's just a part of a contract. Here's an example. It is a 50-page contract. There is a clause in the contract that says both parties need to agree on the sale of the business. All right, so now we know what a clause is. We know that vocabulary. That's great. Let's look at this TOEIC question and try to simplify the idea. The basic idea is the clause is very blank and you do not need a legal expert or you do not need to be a legal expert to understand it. So it is simple. It is not hard to understand. So first eliminate A. Clearly is an adverb. Grammatically, this does not make sense. Clearly describes a verb or an adjective. Example, Mr. Dryer clearly explained the contract to his client. So clearly is your adverb, explained is your verb. Or Harold has won the pickleball championship 3 years in a row. He is clearly talented at the sport. So clearly is your adverb, talented is an adjective. Remember, when we are looking at the TOEIC statement, we are describing a noun. The noun is clause. Therefore, we need an adjective. The clause is very clear. That's correct. The clause is clearly incorrect. Next, remove C. Litigious. Litigious is a very fancy word. It describes a person or industry that always wants to go to court. They want to go in front of a judge. They want to sue other people. An example, anytime he has a problem with another company, he wants to take them to court. He is overly litigious. Now, here's a headline from a recent news article. The AI race gets litigious. So more people are suing each other in that industry. As you can see, for this TOEIC question, litigious does not fit. So now we have accomplished and straightforward. Well, the answer is D, straightforward. Straightforward means direct, simple, easy to understand. An example, my wife says the directions for IKEA furniture are straightforward, but for me, they're very complicated. Or the instructions to cook instant noodle are straightforward. So an adjective. So for this TOEIC question, we can see the clause in the contract is quite straightforward, so easy to understand. So it does not need or it does not require legal experience to understand it. Okay, so once again, the answer is D. Let's look at the second TOEIC question. Well, we see although at the start. Usually we have although, subject, verb, comma, and the clause after is a surprise or something unexpected or opposite. An example, although I'm hungry, I will not eat. This is kind of a surprise. Or although he practiced law for over 40 years, Mr. Dryer never became bored of the profession. Many people would, but he didn't. Amazing. So, the law requires the company to release its quarterly results. But did it? Yes or no? Well, the company probably didn't. They probably didn't follow the law. This is a surprise. So, first eliminate A based on grammar. We do not say, I have not to verb. For example, I have not to wash my hands. Instead, we just say, I have not verb. Have you watched that movie? No, I haven't watched that movie. It would be wrong to say, I have not to watch that movie. Very strange. So we can eliminate A. Now let's go straight to the answer between B, C, and D. Let's look at one sentence. I have not asked my manager for a raise yet. So I said I have not verbed yet. This means it might happen in the future because of yet. Another way to say this is I have yet to ask my manager for a raise. Now, this form is strange, I know, but it is common. X has yet to verb. That means X hasn't verbed yet. If I say X have yet to verb, X haven't verbed yet. This is strange, but once again, it is relatively common. It is used 99% of the time with present perfect. So for this TOEIC question, the answer is yet. Although the law requires it, the company hasn't released its quarterly results to the public yet. You can also say the company has yet to release its quarterly results. So this lesson had some hard questions, but hopefully we learned something. And I just want to dedicate this lesson to my dad, a great man,